Yo, what's going on, fellow junkies, and welcome back. Horror Junkies 519, Kyle the 13th, sitting here with you again, you guys. And I know, it's been a long time no see you guys, but ever since I got back from my vacation, life has just been happening, you guys. But have no fear, you guys, always know, I will be back. Never telling what might happen, or when it's going to be, or what it's going to be about. But I'm here again, you guys, and I want to welcome you to the Junkie Movie Reviews, brought to you by the letter P. So I'm going to close all voting, you guys. No more votes, so I hope you guys got your vote in. If you guys don't remember your options, it was Alfred Hitchcock's classic, Psycho, or a classic in itself, The Prowler. And, yeah, so all voting is closed, you guys, and here are the results. Shit, they got stuck. Hold on. Alright, you guys, so there's the winner. A little bit surprised for me because I really expected Psycho to take this one because it is such a classic and I love Psycho to death. I love The Prowler too. Don't get things twisted. But apparently I was unaware of that Psycho was all hype. I was unaware of that, but some people let me know that they were going with Prowler because Psycho was just a all hype movie. But you know what? Whatever, you guys. That's why I like doing these polls, because I don't look at things the same way as you guys. So I'm always having a great time with this. So the winner was 1981's The Prowler. And to go ahead and get right into this, you guys, the director is Joseph Zito. You guys might know him by Joe Zito. One thing he also did was Friday the 13th Part 4. Which brings me to kind of a funny situation, because my last review I did was also directed by a past Friday the 13th director. One Dark Night. If you guys have not seen that review, definitely go check it out. Then come back, check out The Prowler. But moving on, you guys, just to get right into the plot of this one, you guys. Basically, we set out. It's set in 1945 when all the World War II vets are coming back. You know, they're getting all chummy with their girls again. You know, going to a graduation ball for 1945. But you know, not all vets are happy. Some of them got to Dear John letters, you guys. So that's kind of the big old basis of this movie. But just moving on. During the ball, there was a couple that ended up getting killed. And then, you know, fast forward all these years later to 1980. And that's where our story starts to take place. They hadn't done a graduation ball since 1945. But now, you know, just kids being kids, they pushed it hard enough to get a ball back. 1980, graduation ball is on. So, you know, they're just going... So this kind of has the same vibe as... My Bloody Valentine, where they did something, but something terrible happened, so they didn't do it for years, but, you know, eventually it just comes around. So it definitely has that feeling again. Nothing wrong with that, but definitely, I mean, those two movies came out in the same year. Both came out in 1981. I checked. But to kind of continue on with the plot, you guys, because the graduation dance comes, the killer comes right out of retirement, or out of hiding, and, you know, just keeps on killing. So I'm not going to kind of go too much more, and there's a really cool story in here, kind of a cool twist a little bit, not much of a twist, but you know, this is definitely a whodunit sort of slasher film, highly recommended by me. So I want to go ahead and get into my likes of this movie. Likes. The thing I wrote down right on top is the roses. It kind of has something to do with the story between the Dear John letters and the killer, but he leaves a rose with every one of the dead bodies that he kills. I'm not going to get into the reasoning behind that, because I really want you guys to go watch this movie, and I don't want to ruin that. Something that's kind of, I feel like, is a cool inner thing with the movie. It's not the movie, but it's part of it, and I think it's kind of a cool thing. Moving on, the kills / weapon. The kills in this movie are incredible. Like, I like them. I mean, I don't want to say incredible. They're really basic, but I mean, they look really, really good. The weapons this guy, the killer, uses mostly is a pitchfork, which I think is kind of interesting for a kind of a WW2 like armied out guy to use. But I mean, he also uses a bayonet, and he also has like a double barrel like short gun, which is really cool. But mostly you see the pitchfork and the bayonet, and just cool stuff going on. To kind of get into, like, you know, more about the kills, I mean, Tom Savini himself did the makeup effects on this, so, you know, we're in great hands whenever we got Tom Savini at the helm of the makeup effects. Another thing I wrote down is the killer, you guys. I feel like some slasher movies are so good, but the killer just ruins it. Like, it's just a lame getup, or they're not wearing a mask, or just something about it drives me crazy. But this is not the case. The look of this, I think, is really cool. I mean, he's all combated out, ready to go. I mean, he's got probably weapons just strapped all over his body, but you really just see the pitchfork and the bayonet. But like I said, the killer. Like I said, this is a whodunit film, so you gotta wonder and try and guess who the killer is the entire time. But the look of him was really awesome. Going into the things I didn't like about this movie, you guys. Right now, I'm sitting at an empty list. I'm not trying to say that this is a perfect movie, but this is just one of those, early 80s slasher movies that were just in the prime time of slashers, you guys. Not too much bad things to say about this movie. I mean, the lighting is really great. When you get those slasher movies that just, when they turn on all the lights, you can't see shit. You're just hoping that there's going to be moon or something to see something. Not the case with this one. It looks really great. The effects by Tom Savini are really awesome. I love watching them. Like I said about the kills, I mean, they're typical kills, but they just look so damn good that they're enjoyable. And like one of them is like the bayonet goes through the top of the head and comes up the neck. I really like that shit. So when I see stuff like that, I'm in. So if I had to say anything about this movie, I kind of don't really care for the survivor girl. She kind of drives me absolutely crazy. I feel she doesn't feel like so much of a survivor girl throughout the entire movie. She seems more like a damsel in distress. But I mean, she still pulled it off. So definitely highly recommended. The Prowler, 1981, you guys. For me to give you a rating out of 10, I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a solid 7. Man, it's just got a lot of great stuff. The story is very similar to My Bloody Valentine, which isn't a problem for me because I watch a lot of slasher movies that are very similar. But if they got something different, that's good enough for me. This is definitely the case with this one and My Bloody Valentine. I love both those movies. But if you like My Bloody Valentine, haven't seen The Prowler, definitely check this one out. If you haven't seen The Prowler and you want to see The Prowler, definitely check it out. I highly recommended it. Kyle the 13th, approved. So that's going to do it for my review this time, you guys. I hope you guys were able to hear me well enough because, trying to let people sleep and do their thing. But that's going to do it for me here. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle the 13th, signing out. Just until next time, you guys. And you already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I'm a horror lifer. And I got myself a really cool review coming of kind of an item I just recently bought. Didn't turn out as cool as I was hoping, but, I'm starting to like it a little more. But so stay tuned for that, you guys. And you guys have a killer day.
Yo, what's going on, fellow junkies, fellow horror fans, subscribers, the new and the old? I hope you guys really enjoyed what you saw here. If you guys want to leave me a like and a comment, let me know that you enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you guys can come back and see me again. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle the 13th. That's right, I'm a horror lifer.